The recent news around Beaulo caught many by surprise, with a lot of the community saying that Pro League won't be the same without him. To remember Beaulo's insane Pro League career and content creation journey, today I'll be going all the way back to the start and showing you the rise of Beaulo, the best player to ever touch Rainbow Six Siege. Beaulo's first taste of the competitive shooter genre wasn't Rainbow Six Siege, it was CSGO. CSGO was his main game for close to 3 years until eventually he was introduced to Rainbow Six Siege in its beta.
CSGO was getting pretty boring. I was playing CSGO for 3 or so years. Saw Siege come out, tried the beta, and the rest is history.
Now, Beaulo started uploading to YouTube in 2016, not because he wanted to make it big, but because his friends suggested that he should upload some montages.
I just had some friends who were like, hey, you should, upload on YouTube, make some montages, this and that. And I was like, sure, why not?
Because of Beaulo's out-of-this-world skill, he was being accused of cheating in pretty much every match he played. He was hoping that if his video started to gain some traction, then maybe that could clear his name and people would finally believe he was legit.
Back in the day, a lot of people thought I cheated, so I was like, maybe this will help sway them. Like maybe if they see my gameplay, like they understand it's like, oh, maybe he's not cheating.
Beaulo's oldest public video was released on June 10th, 2016. And of course, it was a video of him showing his insane mechanics with the R4C ACOG. How fitting. His videos at the start may not have been well edited and his thumbnails may have been basic, but his sheer skill was flashy enough to grow his name in the Siege community. People just wanted to watch him dominate. His mechanical skill was so advanced that the term Beaulo leading was coined to describe his signature move by the whole community. Some of Siege's most viewed clips are him getting insane one-taps, or him hitting a disgusting flick, or him hitting some wall bangs that look downright suspicious. This obviously would manage to give him a sizable following, but as Beaulo became more and more popular, his popularity would come at a cost.
He just randomly shot through the garage, dude. Beaulo is not, this kid's not legit.
No, drone sprint on in with the call out of they're in church, and so he just sprints through. Nope, I don't even care if he's just gonna go use this in a meme video. I'm gonna report Beaulo every single fucking time I ever play him.
Obviously, we know now Beaulo wasn't cheating, but most players back then didn't know that. And when someone has that high of a mechanical skill, it is hard to tell. Now, Beaulo would play into these allegations by including clips of them in his montages, but it would take him a while to brush off the cheating allegations that had built up against him. It seemed like at the time, you either thought he was cheating or you were a fan. He was such a hot topic in the community that pro players were being asked constantly what they thought of him.
I hate Beaulo.
Cat can't work on these guys.
I just think he's stupid and it's annoying, that's all.
Beaulo was so good that he was making the best pro players of Siege at the time look like casuals.
Sorry, NA. Or B, sorry, fuck. I got the fucking nutters. Oh my god.
So it makes sense why people were skeptical of him, but there wasn't really anything Beaulo could do about it. At the time, he was under 18, so he couldn't compete in any sort of professional play or regulated tournaments. This left the situation completely out of his hands. He would have to just keep making banger content and hope that it would speak for itself. And well, let's just say he did just that. Beaulo was able to amass an extremely large following to the point where he had become known even outside of Siege's creator space.
Hello.
Hello, Beaulo.
Hello.
Beaulo? I don't know.
Beaulo, yeah, that's the one.
Call you Bo.
Yeah, I heard there was some troubles.
Troubles.
With the pronunciation.
Oh.
Now, whether you like it or not, through his content, he was able to create a new generation of Siege players and shape the game as we know it. Fresh gunners with their own spin on Beaulo's style were filling the ranked queue. The game was becoming way more aggressive and players began abusing the infamous Beaulo lean and drop shot that put him on the map. Beaulo's ability to find and abuse mechanics contributed to some of Siege's most infamous movement mechanics getting nerfed. There was no debate that Beaulo had a massive imprint on the game and the way it was played. But this was nothing compared to the effect he'd have on Siege when he joined the pro scene. His first taste of this would be in April of 2018 when he joined Disrupt Gaming and won CCS Season 3, one of Siege's most infamous community tournaments.
A man count disadvantage here for Sinister, but they took down the Thermite. Beaulo, however, rushing in towards the objective. Coming down as he tries to swap weapons. Coming out, he's able to down Sweater, but he still has Beaulo pressed right up against him on the cash wall. Billboard trying to take the angle, but it'll be Beaulo to clean it up. Disrupt Gaming are your North American CCS Season 3 champions.
Now, shortly after his team's big win, he would end up leaving Disrupt to focus on growing his own brand. And during this time is when Beaulo really started to become a celebrity in the Siege community. Rumors slowly started to spread around the Siege community that as soon as Beaulo turned 18, he was going to be snatched up by a big esports organization. And let's just say in 2018, it would all come to fruition.
I am Jason Doty, also known as Beaulo, and I'm 18 years old. I play for TSM on the R6 team, and I'm a streamer and YouTuber.
Beaulo finally turned 18 and he was able to compete at Siege's highest level. Pro teams wanted him so badly that he was picked up by TSM 3 days before he even turned 18, with TSM's first game being 2 days before his birthday. So Beaulo had to sit and watch as the team took an L without him.
Merc, beautiful shot there. He's been absolutely tearing it up on the entry. He sees another target but can't land the shot as that target is playing very safe. Biologic inside of Arsenal, trying to hold on to this site. Will do his best, but will fail. And there you go, 92 Dream Team beating TSM.
Before Beaulo's first official match, there was a lot of speculation in the community on whether he would actually be able to perform well in Pro League. This was because of the difference between ranked and pro play being so massive. Some people thought that he wouldn't play well due to the immense pressure he was facing. Other people thought he wouldn't play well because the game is so different in Pro League. And some people actually believed in him, saying that he would do great considering his mechanical skill. Well, let's just say in the first match on his 18th birthday, he met expectations.
Pull up for the stairs! Oh, what a lengthy pre-fire on the thinking nade, and it catches his head, and Beaulo will find his very first Pro League kill. Great patience on their part, as the diffuser will hit 1/3 of the way, and one member of Space Station will swing around. Merc had the opportunity for two, but he can't hit Bosco. Able to do his best, but no, Bosco will walk away from that one in great success. Now peeking around bathroom as Achieve takes out Thinking Nade. Beaulo next in line. Chala takes out Achieved. There's Beaulo to drop Bosco. And everybody's trading back and forth. But it's the Claymore of Beaulo as Chala tries to go, and they'll knock on the door now. They know they have a target inside of Astronomy, but it's Bio. He gets spotted. The Lion will push on in. Merc gets one. Rampy will twist. Looks for a second, but won't grab it. Beaulo will shut him down, and TSM will continue to go. We're barreling towards a draw here, and Space Station will find themselves in another opportunity, dropping points on the board.
After his first match of Pro League going 10-8, he had gained a lot of respect from the Siege Pro League community. He quickly became a fan favorite of viewers the more he played. Beaulo's huge fan base and the team's skill allowed TSM to grow a massive following, with fans almost as loyal as G2 or SSG. He became such an icon that in R6 Pro League chat, viewers would spam the phrase, "When does Beaulo play?" whenever he wasn't playing. It started with his fans asking it seriously, but it slowly turned into a massive inside joke for all Pro League viewers. With the sheer amount of people watching Beaulo on social media and in his matches, there was a lot of pressure on him. He had to start uploading less and streaming less to focus on his Pro League career. Due to his dedication to the game, he continued to perform well along with the rest of the TSM roster, allowing them to win DreamHack Montreal 2019.
Trade though, but everyone at Liquid solo HP, everyone's wrapping it up. It's all Paulo alone now in the 1v2 to keep Liquid alive as he comes down yellow stairs.
The 2020 NAL.
No, Merc's in the bomb site. One for Thinking Nade. Merc finds one. Chala gets one as well. TSM, they win it all.
And the most important one, the 2022 Six Invitational.
It's a 5v1. If there's ever been the time for a flawless round, it's now. Everything on the line for TSM. What a year it's been from them. And it's all now Shepard to try and stop it. Empire have come so close before, but they've fallen short and they'll do so again.
After Beaulo finally got to raise the hammer and become a world champion, his drive for Pro League started to dwindle, which is a pattern a lot of pro players face. And with TSM not qualifying for the 2023 Invitational, Beaulo decided it was now time for him to move on to another chapter in his life.
Ever since becoming a pro, my content and my community were on the back burners, and I think it's time to change that. Siege Esports is, frankly, struggling. It's a shell of what it used to be. Orgs are struggling to survive in Ubisoft's current system, and just for me, being a pro is not the right choice at the moment. I think Siege's future right now heavily relies on the content built around it, as well as the people behind it. And I want to have a bigger part in that.
It's just really sad for the pro scene. They have now lost another one of Siege's most influential figures. The community has still shown him immense support in his decision, but a lot of people are saying that they are going to miss him and that Pro League will never be the same without him. Don't worry though, Beaulo isn't going anywhere. He is still going to be posting his amazing Siege content on YouTube and Twitch, and with more frequency, since he is no longer held down by the extensive training required to play professionally. Now, what does the future hold for Beaulo? No one knows. He has already amassed a huge subscriber count of 1.2 million, so maybe, just maybe, if he keeps it up, he will become Siege's biggest content creator to ever exist. But one thing I can promise is that through his content, he will continue to prove that he is one of the greatest players to ever touch Siege. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, I would appreciate it if you would consider subscribing. I'm trying to hit 4K subs and we're getting closer and closer to that goal every day, and your sub will make a difference in that. But if I haven't heard your sub yet, that is totally fine. You can go and watch this video and hopefully it will change your mind. I'll see you next time, friends, and peace.